Hi, it's Dominique from Well Medical Arts, and we've got something fun to show you today. So here's a perfect example of a beautiful woman whose upper face is really nicely maintained. We've gone and done her temples and her cheeks with the Bellafill, and it's stayed for years and looks great. As she's aging, we're starting to see under the cheeks, what we call the submalar hollows, start to hollow out a little bit. And when you lose volume under here, things can come a little forward and down. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna replace some volume underneath the cheeks, and you'll see us go in and fill right through here, and that is going to make these jowls pull back this way. Take a look. Okay, so we've gone ahead and cleaned and drawn and iced and numbed up. We're ready to get going. I just wanted to show you one other thing. The other concern, and what we did before we're starting her filler, is these rings, these neck rings. We used to call them necklace lines. Now we call them tech neck from looking down at our phones. We went in and you do Botox right along these rings, and it helps soften the rings. I like doing that and using my favorite SkinCeuticals neck repair, and it will keep them nice and soft. Each time you do them, it'll get a little lighter, just like your other Botox points where you're seeing it getting better and better with time. They do take a decent dosage. The way I like to do it is you can do 2 to 3 units all along, and it goes intradermal right underneath the skin. Really doesn't hurt. Just kind of like do. You can see that, and it'll kick in about a week and look smoother. All right, let's turn this way. A little tiny 1, 2, poke, tiny poke. Awesome. And then, so of course we're using the cannula and not a needle. There we go. How you doing? Good. And then I'm gonna have you turn just a tiny bit more, just give me a little room to work. Thank you. Now, what year do you think you had your first Bellafill? And this is Bellafill. I love using Bellafill, especially for these structural areas where you don't want to have to go in and do this in another 6 to 12 months. What year do you think you had your first Bellafill?
I don't really remember.
I know, we should look at the chart, yeah. But my God, I want to say it's been like 8 years?
I think I had it more, I don't remember. The chart will tell.
Yep, the chart will tell. There we go, but it has really lasted. It's really held nicely. Awesome. Coming along very nicely. Just about there. And those of us who have Bellafill actually have really nice collagen stimulation, and I can tell that you have that. I can actually feel it.
Good.
I can tell the difference when I'm injecting the patients that have had Bellafill and the patients that haven't. We have more collagen, and you can feel that collagen when you go to inject.
That's good to know.
I know, it's kind of cool, isn't it? All right, almost there. There we go, 1 down. So, how was that, 0 to 10?
1.
Good. And then we go in.
It's more the noise.
Yeah. You can feel the little tuggy, a little bit crackly, and that's all the collagen actually.
Okay, so it's a good noise.
That's great. All right, let's go in and get the second one. Oh, there we go. All right, so we just looked, and her last Bellafill treatment was over 7 years ago. So that does show us how well it preserves us and really does last. That's nice. One more time.
Yes, I do see it, definitely.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Yes.
And I like the idea that it's helping boost the collagen.
Oh yeah. And that's right afterwards, so it's not going to be kind of so swollen.
Right,
You
right.
still have your cheekbones.
Right.
I still see just a tiny bit, but once it all heals and settles down, you won't see me.
Great.
Yes, I know.
All right.
Great. Good job. And then I'm going to have you just turn slightly this way. It just gives a little room to work with the length of everything. And how it gets a little bit tough to get in at first. That's all that collagen. And that funny noise, that's all that collagen.
Good.
I know. Good job. Good. Good job, ma'am. How's this side feeling?
Fine.
Good.
And I like all your encouragement.
It helps, doesn't it?
It does.
It's like I'm trying to be a trooper here. And the way that I feel about it usually is, oh, it's all so worth it. It's a very small price to pay for what I get.
Totally
At the
agree.
same time, at the same time, it doesn't mean I get little zingers here and there, or that I have to
It's all doable.
keep breathing a little bit. There we go. It's nice when you also get to see the improvement right before your eyes when I'm like, yay, there it is. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. So good. So good. A little right through there. Beautiful. 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 Nice, nice, nice. All right. One syringe down.
Yikes.
It is just nice when the... There we go. Great. Good job. You're doing a great job of staying nice and calm. Breathing. A little still, right up there. This side is correcting out very nicely. Just gonna get a little reach. Feather that right up there. Beautiful. Sorry, dear, hang in there. Little. Fantastic. I do just love using these cannulas and being able to get this like 180-degree radius. And I do put it in slightly different planes Some of it can go a little deeper, some of it a little superficial. It's subdermal, right below the dermis, right above the fat. You can tell that you're in the right plane when it glides, really nice. But it is nice to layer it because wherever you put in it, your body's build collagen, and we can build collagen on the different layers. There we go. Well done. And we can get just a little bit of support and kind of right underneath that nasolabial right over there. Want to build a little structure, a little bit tender area. Good job. I know you're a trooper. We just went into a nervy area and she didn't bat an eye. There we go. Yep, sorry. Hoping that most of your area is numbed up. Let's go right there. So I numb up those insertion points, and then the Bellafill itself has a little lidocaine in it, so once you've been in a region, it tends to hopefully already be a little numb. Great. Just working this right underneath here. Very nice. You can see it just slowly start to, because you go little teeny tiny threads, a little bit, little bit, little bit. So it's building that collagen and a nice, easy little threads. That's looking good. I actually think I'm happy with that. I saw that tiny bit of volume loss right there. I'm gonna go back in over here and use that little bit. I'm gonna return just a tiny bit more. Thank you. Almost there. There we go. And just for the record, one of my other favorite spots I call hairline is right up in here. I'll insert here. It was reminding me as I went up in there. And I love to fill up into the hairline. This is nice when you don't feel like you want any filler to show. You just want to hide it and get more lift. All right, we got it. We got that last little bit we wanted to, and there we go. Yay!
Yay!
All right, let me get in here and do the rub again. And then we will show you in the mirror. Let's take a look. Yeah, get your next.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Better. They're still just a tiny, and that's where I said we want to go in and we want to do this first with the Bellafill because it lasts so long, and you still got beautiful cheekbones, but it takes that slightly too thin and then puts a little bit of the flesh that we used to have back and pulls back. And if you still have a little bit, couple of different ways you can treat it. Sometimes I'll insert here in cannula and just add a little bit of that same structure like that. And then sometimes I'll insert a thread, and you can put a thread down to the nasolabial. You've had the threads up that way, a thread down towards the marionettes, pull back that way, a thread down towards the jowl, all out of that same little hole. The threads just don't last as long, so I like to start with putting the structure and the Bellafill in there, and then we may or may not need threads or a little bit right down
That's
here.
definitely better.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.